Hey everyone, welcome back, and in this video let's talk about one disadvantage of an array. So the main disadvantage of an array is the size. The size is static. Once an array is created with a specific size, you cannot grow or shrink the array, right? And which is an advantage and disadvantage, right? For example, you created an array for 1000 elements, okay? And but you are only using, let's say, 3 elements, okay? You are just storing 3 elements, so basically you are wasting the storage. But what if you want to store more than 1000 elements, which is not possible, correct? So an array size is a limitation. You can only have a fixed size in arrays. Now, in order to solve this problem, we have something known as dynamic arrays in Java. Okay. So what are dynamic arrays are? Basically, what you can do is you can add elements, you can pull out the elements, and that list will like automatically grow and shrink according to the elements. So in this video, we are going to see what are lists and how to create dynamic arrays using list. Now, in order to work with list, see what I can do is what you can do is basically you can have a list type, okay, list, and you have to specify what elements you want to store in the list. Like we do integer and then in square brackets for storing integers. So I want to create a list of integers, okay? Now listen carefully. I cannot do int here, okay? Because the list class basically only and only takes non-primitive data, okay? And int is a primitive. So there is a non-primitive version of the int, which is intger, basically the integer class. We have already talked about this in the wrapper classes, right? So here you cannot use the primitive int, you have to use this wrapper class list, and let's name our list as list, and then I'll say new, and then there are so many implementations like how you want to create this list. I'll say array list, okay? As of now, if you're getting confused, what is this array list, what was that linked list, just ignore that, okay? You should only focus on what is a list. A list is a dynamic sized arrays kind of a thing. So you can put things into the list, you can pull out the things, and basically you need not to worry about the size, okay? And the size is dynamic, like it grows and shrinks according to the elements. So what I can do, I have made a list. So what I can do, I can say that list.add, I can add 5, and then I can go on adding, like I can add n number of elements, and then similarly what I can do, I can even print it. So if I run this program, you can see that we have 2 elements, okay? I can add couple of more, I can say 20, and then what I can say 30. So basically what you can do is you can basically like go on adding numbers and go on, right? So that's the benefit of list. So there is no size. I can add 100 numbers, I can pull out 100 numbers, and this list will grow and shrink automatically. So this basically solves the purpose of the static size of array. So lists are dynamic in nature, okay? Now what if you want to loop over this list, okay? So we have something special, okay, to loop over the list, but let's see the traditional way. So in traditional way, what we have to do is we can again create a like I from 0, and then go till list.length, okay? List. Basically size, okay? You have a size here, not the length, and then I plus plus. And what I can do, I can say like s out the list dot get and the element at I, okay? So there are no square brackets in this, that was only in the terms of array. So what this will do is like if I run this program, as you can see, nothing will be coming. Now as you can see, nothing is coming on the screen because I haven't added anything into my list. So I can say like list dot add, let's add 2, then let's add 3, then let's add 4, right? 4, and terminate this. Now let's print that again. So you can see we are getting 2, 3 and 4, correct? Now there's one more method that is more beautiful to see. So what you can do is you can just get rid of this traditional method, okay? You can do that for, you know that every time you're going to get an integer, correct? Because this is an integer list. I can say x, then this colon, and I can say list, okay? Now what this will do is this will basically loop over the list, and every time the x will be equals to, like first time this will be equals to 2, then 3, then 4. Like if I do s out value of x is, and then add x here, like print the x. So you can see first I'm getting 2, then 3, then 4. So basically this is also a way to loop over the list. Okay, so I personally prefer this method because this is more beautiful in syntax and this is more cleaner, right? So that was the valid way. Okay, so you can get the size of the list and then you can just say .get, or you can even loop it like that. So you can say like for integer x colon list, and what will it do? It will loop over the list for you, and every time on each loop it will give you x, and then you can do anything with the x. You can add it, you can subtract it, you can do anything. So that was a very short introduction on list. We'll be talking about list in the upcoming videos, but I hope that introduction part is clear on list.